have really put things into perspective. At some level, I had quite an interesting night out. Oh, I got a sore throat too. That might be a bad sign. Let's hope not. But I am realizing a lot of stuff. It's always very nice to break out of your tired routine. If you're doing the same exact thing every day with no change, no new people, no new experiences, you're really not living. And that's why I've been driving myself insane feeling that way. Absolutely insane. But I've realized some things that are very important to realize. So, I ran into the girl who pretty much two-timed me, played me, and gaslit me about a month ago when we were just about practically dating, and then ran off on me, gave me the runaround. And she tried to play it off as nothing. She tried to ignore me, but also put herself in front of me and then play it off as nothing. I'm only giving this as context, but because it doesn't matter. But, you know, things just aren't that meaningful to them, and they don't need to be to you either. Like, girls will respond when you keep it light, but when you come at them with the emotional depth that you want and they don't, that's when you get ignored. That's when I've been getting ignored. I think a lesson here might be that I'm going into relationships wanting something emotionally a lot earlier than maybe is reasonable, or just when it's not reciprocated. Now, in this case, it actually was reciprocated, but you gotta just learn to move on, because there's a lot of dirty whores out in the world, and they're gonna fuck you over. And try to avoid them, but if you're dating around in this day and age, it is pretty much impossible. And there's another girl who I called at what I would call a moment of weakness. I don't know if it was, because I really felt I had nothing to lose. And she answered. And I said, hey, today, 10 minutes ago. And she answered. Well, she ignored my pleas before this to give me some kind of confirmation that my feelings are reciprocated. This is a girl I've talked to for years, on and off, deeper than anyone. And she just isn't there. And if it's light and fun, that's what she wants. But my point wasn't to make it about specific girls. It's just that seeing that is really important. If you keep it light, I think this goes for so many women. If you keep it light, they're into it, but they don't want more, which is funny because that's always been the messaging in like the media and whatnot, is like in movies and TV, that girls want more and men don't. It just depends on the situation, but in my experience, and I think at our age, in my 20s, they don't want more. Dating around, I think I've always had a not total grasp on exactly what it is. It's really just fucking a bunch of different people going out, enjoying each other's like company in a very limited way, in a very temporary way, and it's temporary, and you have to enjoy that. You have to enjoy knowing that you're just getting to know someone for a bit, fucking, and then moving on to another, and the same again and again and again. And they don't want the deep emotional commitment. They don't want any kind of commitment. They don't. And I've let these injuries just bother me so much. I've come to really just accept what is. I have to move on. I've been saying it forever, but now I really do just accept it at this point. Like, yeah, it sucks, and there's nothing I can do, and I can't go back. And it's just so funny. I see so many people, and they think that I'm living the dream because I have passions because I have done some things and taken some steps to chase after my passion, but everybody in my immediate life, like my family, thinks I'm failing, thinks I'm a bum. And I've had a miserable year because of these injuries and not moved on, but that can end right now. Talking about it's almost pointless. I'm just kind of trying to give myself some kind of like record solidity here of like we've moved past it. I've moved past it. As for the women, I feel a lot better. I like going out. I like seeing people. I like enjoying new stuff. Maybe going out can be not so bad. Maybe I'll get an in-person job so that I can be around people again. Maybe I need to be a player. And I've let these injuries really stop me from that. I had every intention of doing that a year ago, and I let the injuries really stop me. And I'll say something else. As a guy who doesn't work out almost ever, physical attraction, so much of it is body. So little of it is, your face matters, but like you can have a great face and weak and scrawny, doesn't matter. Big and fat, doesn't matter, right? Not that that doesn't matter, like suddenly the attractiveness of your face doesn't matter because your body is so much of it. And this is just reality, realistic. Like there's an expression and people say looking fit, man. And that's exactly what it is. To look fit is to look attractive. So my point is I need to really exercise and work out. And I've been not doing it because the car wreck left me with numbness and weakness. But I wasn't even feeling it last night. And I'm not feeling it today either. And I just have to take what is and keep fucking moving. I want to make every improvement. And I guess what's so deeply frustrating is I know that I have like a wild amount of potential to be very attractive if I work on myself, to be very successful if I work on my goals, and I've just let myself be dragged down thinking about the past and putting so much weight on stuff. That's what I wanted to talk about. I kind of got lost here. I put so much weight on things. I make them so important that I either don't do them or I self-sabotage. Just completely sabotage them and fuck them up. Or I come into them at like the weakest possible way as like a form of self-sabotage. And it's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. And there's just no need. You should just live and not worry about it. It's a lot easier for me to say the night after drinking a lot because I always kind of still have a buzz going. And the attitude and the mentality stays with me, and I feel very good and confident. Don't give a fuck, and I can just call and text people without worrying about it, and just do shit without worrying about it. But that's the way to go about life. Just do shit. Just talk to people. Just get the shit done you need to get done. Just get on your computer and send it. Whatever you need to do. Get out and do those things. I put so much importance on shit. And it's important, but it's the act of delaying it and propping it up mentally and making it such a big thing that makes it like inaccessible, that makes it difficult, that makes it induce anxiety. And that is a massive flaw or fault to do. And it's caused a lot of my problems. So, it's like, yeah, I wish things could be better with the injuries and I hadn't wasted a year. But, the quicker I move on and the further and more I move on, the less it will matter. Especially as I work to actually improve myself. Because as I was saying in a different video, I don't think I posted this one, but it's the plants you water that grow. So if I actually put the effort, instead of thinking about it, but put the effort into getting better, that's when I'll see results. Your plants don't always grow. Not every plant you water is going to sprout into a beautiful tree, but a lot of them do, and then they'll never grow if you don't water them. It's not guaranteed they're all going to be the most beautiful, full flowers and make it, but they won't grow if you don't water them. You have to water them for them to grow. So, there's a lot there. There's a lot going on there. Also, it's really nice to have someone in person to vent to. I think I've had so much trouble with this because I keep trying to vent to people online who either used to be my friends years ago and don't live anywhere near me anymore, or are like my online friends that I don't even know and they have no vested interest in me and don't actually give that much of a fuck, and I have no priority. I went and actually talked to a friend I haven't seen for years because I just always say I don't really have any friends around here. Many friends around here. That's where that should have went. Because they all just are only my friends when it's convenient for them, and it's very shitty and shallow, and I've kind of just put up with it sometimes just to have people, but mostly I'm just like, I don't fucking want that, and I just don't even indulge in it. But anyway, I went and saw an actual friend because the girl had me really fucked up, and it was nice to have someone to talk to in person. I think that's really important. Not like a therapist, but like someone, an actual friend that could be there for you. And I felt I was building that in Tampa. The ultimate goal is definitely going to be to go back to Tampa. I see a really great life ahead for myself. I need to work on my health, get this shit done. This was like a massive road bump year, there's no doubt. But it doesn't mean the stuff can't get right back on track and I can have an amazing life. I mean, people look at me and they envy my life already for my potential and what I'm working on. And nobody knows I've had these setbacks, except the few people I've told. And they think I'm miserable, but everybody else thinks that I have such an enviable life. Just so funny, because I would have traded places with anybody in the past year. But here we are. So I think I've learned a lot. I'm going to live life with less pressure on what I'm doing and just do what I need to do, but have fun. And I think it's going to be a hell of a lot better that way. So that's my advice to you guys. You know, I know I'm talking about me, but my wisdom, that's how you learn, is from other people's experiences and mistakes. So take it and do with it what you shall. That's pretty much it. Fuck these whores out here. You can either mean that as fuck them or fuck them. That's up to you. But know what you're getting into. That's for sure. And work on yourself. Do what you need to do. Don't take shit too serious. Don't take life too seriously. That's a good quote there, because you're never going to get out alive. Maybe you don't have to look at it quite that way. Memento mori. But, is that memento mori? Or, no. The one that means you will die. Maybe it is. I'm a little tired now, so I can't remember exactly. But it's an old Stoic saying in Latin. Anyway, remember you will die. That's a different way to come at it. That's not really what I was like even getting at the point of this video, but it's true. So a bit of a different tone, but it's not meant to be dark. It's meant to mean live your life while you have it. But I don't like to put too much pressure on stuff. I think that's been an issue of mine. I've been trying to use that to motivate myself. Like here, I have a sign, and it says, "Time is life's most valuable commodity. Don't waste any of it." And let me tell you, since I put that there, oh boy, I have wasted a lot of time. And, you know, I need some change. Change is a beautiful thing. I saw this meme. I used to always see this meme years ago and love it. It always said, like, feels like a new season has started. New characters, new setting, new situations. I don't feel that way at all. The past year has been the exact same fucking season. And the exact same fucking episode, practically on repeat. And I don't want that. I think it's time for a new season of the show. So stay tuned. We're gonna fucking do it. We're gonna get there. Alright, guys. Remember everything I said. Take it easy. Don't take life too serious. Do what you want and try to enjoy it.